If you like to laugh, and who doesn't, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to My Funny House with the Powell brothers. Frank Powell is a real estate broker who was born and raised in San Diego, along with Frank's brother Mark, a real estate broker who also lives in San Diego. Each week, the Powell brothers bring in a special guest comedian to share hilarious real estate stories so you can learn what can go really right and what can go really wrong with home improvements and home ownership. So now, let's get into it. With My Funny House, here are your hosts, Frank and Mark Powell on The Answer San Diego.
Good morning, San Diego. It's a beautiful Saturday here in San Diego. Welcome to My Funny House with the Powell brothers. My name is Mark Powell. I'm one half of the Powell brothers. And I'd like to introduce my brother, Frank Powell.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Beautiful sunny day in San Diego. And we also have our co-host that we go nowhere without, Maria Herman from Comedy Heights, a producer for over 10 years and going strong. Hello, good morning, Maria.
Oh, brothers, what?
How you doing, Maria?
I'm doing very well. I'm happy to be alive. Another Saturday.
And we're happy to see your shining face again. And what we'd like you to do, Maria, before we introduce the topic of the show this week, can you introduce our special guest?
Our special guest today is one of my favorite people in the whole world. I have toured the globe with her, literally. I've done festivals with her in Australia, Amsterdam, Edinburgh, England, just everywhere imaginable. And she is a regular on Disney. She has performed shows all over the United States, and she's one of my best friends in the whole world. Please make her welcome the very hilariously funny Charlene May.
Yay! Woo!
All right, welcome.
Yeah, on the way
There she
from
is.
Georgia.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. I'm actually, this is a great show. I am in Georgia because I just bought a house, like unseen, which is ridiculous. And then I'm renovating it all by myself.
Oh, God, you're going to like this one because this is 10 ways to increase the value of your home without going bankrupt.
You know what's funny when you buy a house, Charlene, Frank, Maria, or people will come into your house and they'll go, hey, you should just, if you move that wall right there and you put that, I don't think people really realize how expensive it is to do something relatively simple as move a wall,
Or add a wall or make it
Moving a
divider.
wall, that's not simple.
No,
that's...
Yeah, we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
that's correct. But there are some things that you can do to increase the value of your house. For example, if you're going to sell your house, or if you just want to do home improvement, we're going to give you 10 simple ideas, and Frank is going to give you the first one.
Well, the first one's easy, and everyone, if you go top 10 list anywhere, the first one is take a look around your house and see where you can do some painting to the interior, but also walk around the perimeter of your house and look where you can do some painting on the exterior of your house. And that includes looking straight up at the eaves. That's the part of the roof that hangs over the walls. There's a lot of wood under there that probably, especially if it's facing the sun, that usually needs to be painted. And that's the first one.
Yeah,
that's it. Or you can get a magic eraser and just erase all the scuff.
Now that's actually a really good point because I have these new magic erasers that they're unbelievable. And when I started using them, I couldn't believe it. If you take that on a door, bathroom door, a door that you use frequently where you're pushing open and close, sometimes that's all it takes. That's true, and that is a good cheap way of doing it. So try to clean it.
Sometimes it's because you don't have to paint if it's like an updated color, but sometimes if it's red or the yellows that were. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you gotta know this has to go. But some of it, it's like the house I got, it's white, but it's just I was doing scuff marks because I was gonna paint, and then I was like, oh wait, it's looking really nice just doing this.
Usually, when you have a house, you always want to make like an accent wall. They're called, and you have like one dark gray wall or one red wall. But what we like to do, if you are going to put your house on the market, make it all one neutral color so the person coming in can make it their own.
Like fuchsia.
Right.
So you see the outside of your house, what you're looking for that you can't fix with a little magic marker is like flaky paint that you have to scrape off and get it ready and repaint that. The number 2 on the list.
Number two is landscaping.
Oh, landscaping. Landscaping can be that could go either way. You can spend a lot of money. You can spend a little money. Now, when I say landscaping and I don't want to spend a lot of money, it's just like the inside of your house, just moving things around, moving patio furniture, power washing, moving plants around, making sure the plants that are in pots do look alive and they're not dehydrated or dead. You want to make sure that the pot itself looks good. So that's part of the landscaping. When somebody walks around your house, so their eyes will be, the focal point will be that of flowers, not a dead Benjamin ficus in a pot, right?
What do you think? Maria?
Well,
any thoughts?
I have to ask. I mean, well, I do have thoughts. I mean, I have thoughts. I have lots of thoughts. I have nothing but thoughts. Sometimes it is not. Please stop the thoughts.
Stop the voices.
Yes, please. Hello, what's going on over there? Quiet, please, stop. I always like to have my home like ready and pretty to go in case that one in a million times somebody's going to come over and visit, and it drives everyone completely mad. I'm sorry, you used that cup, now it's getting cleaned. Oh, you sat in the sofa? I am now going to, mess
buy new cushions
to make it look perfect again. I'm that person. So I do wonder, can people who haven't kept their things clean, who maybe they don't see it, maybe they need an intervention, maybe they need some help. Is there someone out there with guidance, and are you the people who can just go in there and do that, or do I need a specialist?
Well, we are specialists, and that's what we do. And you're right. You get like blind towards things in your house that when you look at something a long time, it doesn't affect you anymore. It's just part of the house. So you do need a fresh set of eyes. That could be anyone. You don't need to be a real specialist to go like, hey, that doesn't work. Let's trim back those hedges. That fence is falling over. Like these are the kind of things that you may be used to because you've been there so many years. So you want a fresh pair of eyes helping you out with this as well. And, it's always good to get tips. And you also have the internet, you have YouTube, you have all sorts of references that can help you out. So there you go.
Go ahead.
Well, I did this week. I was laughing because the yard has no grass, and I want to flip it. So I was laughing. I said, well, it doesn't really have privacy. So then I said, I need a fence. And I go, that's so much money. So then I'm at Costco, and they had trees there. And I go, these trees will work. And then somebody came up to me and they said, those trees are $200 at a nursery. They're $47 here. I said, I'll take 10. So I put them in my Toyota Corolla trees, not lying. I opened the trunk. I just put them, and then I just tied it down. I said, it's not far. It's Georgia. Nobody cares. So then I get them to my house, and it was raining. So I said, well, they're getting watered back there, and it's a rental. So then I get to the house, and then you think, this is so simple. I bought trees. And they were like, well, and then the guy came over. He goes, oh, well, you can't just dig. You have gas lines, and then they're not going to get sunlight. And then he's like measuring the sun with like, the sun won't come down here, and he's doing some.
Who was doing this? Who was doing
the landscaper? The landscaper that I had to call because I thought I could dig my own holes.
Okay, gotcha.
And he's like, everyone's like, are you insane? So then
nothing
I'm
is
going to use them. We just have nothing. You think it is.
Yes,
right.
And
exactly.
I thought, it's $47 instead of a $6,000 fence. I'm in.
Right, and now you're trying to figure out how to return those trees.
Exactly.
I hate when I have to get someone else to dig my holes. I hate when I can't dig my own holes.
If there's anything,
I'm pretty good at digging my own holes all by myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for he'll do it.
The third thing we have on our list here, and to help increase the value without going bankrupt, is simple kitchen update. Not upgrade, update. Frank, what do you mean by an update?
Well, if you look at your cabinets, get that magic marker and clean them, okay? If they're really bad, instead of trying to get a whole new kitchen for a minimum of $8,000, they're going to tell you it's $4,000, but it's more. Disassemble them, sand them, and paint them.
Right.
Okay. And the things that they use to open them are called pulls. Okay, that's the proper term. The pulls are the handles. Okay, so in kitchen jargon they're called pulls. So you just go and replace all the pulls. Just get rid of them. Update the pulls and put those in there, and you'll see a transformation right away in your
Right.
kitchen with very
Very
little.
simple.
Very simple. It's just patience. I mean, everyone can paint. Not everyone's a professional painter. I heard that slogan, but if you take your time and you do it correctly, and you just take off the hinges, take them to your backyard, do a light sand, and get the proper paint with a brush, you could do that and save a tremendous amount of money and make your kitchen look absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, I would like to mention that if you are going to replace your own pulls, which is something I also thought that I was capable of, don't do what I did. Make sure you go to your home improvement store, whatever that is, or order online, but do measure the pulls that come off your cupboard.
Right, exactly.
Because there are many different sizes.
Right, and also the size of the
3 inch,
screw.
4 inch.
Yes.
There's 3 inch and 4 inch, and they're called knobs. In Georgia, I'm like, you got any knobs? They're like, you need knobs for your cabinet? Because I need so many knobs from all my cabinets because the bathroom needs new knobs, and they're from the 60s. So I just kept saying, walking in Home Depot, like, sir, can I see your knobs? But anyway. No, then I started laughing because he looked at me like, I beg your pardon. And I said, I was joking, but that's because my contractor keeps saying, you got to get knobs in here. You just can't have these brass things from the 50s.
Right.
So so I was just going to say, so I've been doing that. So knobs, and then I have painting kits for cabinets. They're literally for cabinets.
Nice.
Because if you paint it with regular semi-gloss, it will flake.
Right.
Forget it.
Right.
Just
Hey,
get yourself the kit.
Charlene, you
and
also
you
mentioned.
can do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You also mentioned bathroom. Can you include the bathroom in that? Because that's fourth on our list. Just keep going. You're on the right track.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, because my both bathrooms are from the 50s, so it was really like going, and I'm so budget. I'm like, they go, how much you got? I'm like, I have $200. And then you were like, what? So I was like, you can reglaze the tile. So it's pink in there. And I was going to take it off, and I said, it's $6,000. I said, no. So we're going to reglaze it with but I'm going to get someone to do it because that can be tricky. But if you can just reglaze it and turn it white, and there's kits.
Really?
But I will say my sister is I call her the YouTuber. Like, she's like you can just get on YouTube. And I'm like, no, it's not that simple just because you go on YouTube. But I have somebody coming over to see about reglazing the bathtub. So they'll change all the pink to white.
Yes.
And it'll look just like, and then yes, change your knobs to and now it's like, it's so interesting. Paint it. I'm going to paint it blue, the cabinet, because of the dark blues are in, and put brass knobs. And then change don't do it yourself because I got electrocuted.
That's another thing, right?
Yeah, don't get electrocuted. That's one thing you have to avoid.
Well, I am so bad because, like Maria said, you should never open a wall. I'm like, shoot, let's get a hammer. We can do this. What, $5? I got a hammer. So it's like I have no thoughts. Like, I don't listen to anybody go, oh, you can do this. Stop being a baby. They're like, so I'm saying, like, you can just change your, and then change, the light fixtures with a Home Depot.
Right.
Black is in.
Right.
Black is in. Okay.
Hold on. And in addition to, we've covered
our bathroom. Now, number 5 would be the flooring. What can you do to update the flooring? Any tips out there?
Vinyl.
Vinyl. There you go.
Good.
So,
yes.
Even in the bathroom.
It's almost like you're reading. The vinyls are such an easy way.
I'm not.
Yeah. The vinyls are, they sell them 100% waterproof.
Right.
So they're really good for kitchens. They're very good for patios. They're very good for bathrooms. And the hard part is getting the old floor out. But you don't have to. You could just put it right over. The vinyl can go right over. They have ones that snap together and ones that.
We'll have an idea too. You want to hear this one?
I don't understand. I don't understand why anybody would want to take their vinyl and put it on the floor. I like to keep it on my record player where it belongs.
Take all your records and use them
ones.
as flooring.
The simplest thing to do to upgrade your flooring, if you have carpet, is have it professionally cleaned. We recommend that all the time. You'd be surprised how nice a carpet can look if you have carpet in the house.
Yeah, and it's not a very expensive, like $99 a room. They have all these.
Well, they'll call you this special, but then when they get there, they might try and upsell you and go, "Well, you want us to use water and soap? That's
but also
cost more, you know."
But they also those companies also can clean the vinyl floors. They can clean.
That's true.
All floors. So get your floors cleaned, And if you could get a mop, you can get and do it yourself, or you can hire a professional. I would recommend when you're doing your carpets, you have a professional company doing it and not renting out the little thing, doing it yourself.
But you can rent it. You can rent them from these different stores. I've done that before.
Yeah, well,
because I had a dog that had a problem.
Oh yeah, well that's good. But we're talking about preparing it for sale.
Okay.
So if you're going to prepare it for sale, you want a company coming in there and do all of them.
Right.
I had a Nana that had a problem.
So the next on our list,
Nana, not again.
number 6.
Now call Stanley Steamer.
That gives a new name. Hey, this thing right here that we're going to talk about could be expensive. Okay, this is the one thing.
Oh, it's definitely going to be expensive.
This is
replace windows.
Yeah, that's a little expensive.
Now, the reason why you replace windows, if you look, you want to be efficient with your heating. And one of them is to insulate. And so the windows are now insulated. That's why they have double pane windows, because the insulation's incredible. It doesn't only insulate from the inside, it also allows sun to come through and not ruin your furniture on the outside. They could be UV rated. It's like putting little sunglasses.
But I think Charlene knows how to do this.
Oh,
She's like she knows how to. Yeah.
Charlene, can you replace the window?
You could it's
See?
not that hard. It's not that hard, but truthfully, I always find like the Bubbas from like any kind of like you go to Angie's List, you can go to your next door, and I just go.
I need
hey,
Bubba.
have you done this? I mean. Because if you can buy the windows yourself at Home Depot, they're like maybe $200,
right.
And then they'll charge you $50 to $100. So you kind of just replace the windows that need to be replaced, because some of them in the main areas, like the back, you can just be like, oh, just curtains.
Ah, that's
And
true.
sometimes you just replace the ones that you go, this is very obvious, because who cares about your heating bill? You're selling it. Let them care about their heating.
So we got painting, landscaping, kitchen, update the bathroom, upgrade the flooring, replace the windows. Number 7 is the decor.
Oh, this is where you go to the home goods store or something similar, and
you add some stuff like some plants in the bathroom.
But I'm not good. I'm horrible at that.
My wife is great at it. I don't know how to do it.
I put pictures.
No one would buy my house if I did it.
No. But guess what? We do know. We realize as realtors that our expertise lies in selling homes.
Right.
We have professional stagers that we work with that can help any of our clients with that.
Yes, I love staging houses because they know what they're doing. And every house we stage, we always got an offer within the first 4 or 5 days, as opposed to not staging it or having no furniture in there whatsoever. When a house is vacant, it's very boring. But
where do you start? Where do you start upgrading decor? Does anybody on this conversation know? I'm sure Maria or Charlene has an idea.
Well, I would start by decluttering your house. That would be the first thing.
Yep.
As far as, so I have to guess where you would put the money first, because I'm going to say the throw pillows, right? That's the first place. It's not so expensive. Look at these. Oh, they're bright pink and orange. I will say not the sofa. I sold my house, and the sofas were very old, and no one cared because the pillows looked great.
Throw pillows are a good thing if you have like a big sofa. Everyone loves throw pillows. That's a great one. Now the next one is making the exterior improvements. That's the curb appeal. Maria, we knew you had a beautiful house that you sold in Point Loma with the best curb
huge.
appeal. It was so gorgeous. It was like
I think her landscaper.
I don't think she's a good one to talk about curb appeal because her house was like over the
too
top.
big.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, you couldn't see my house from the street, so I don't know about curb appeal.
Well, somebody like that, the privacy.
You just saw a driveway, so.
Driveway appeal?
It was a nice driveway. We kept the driveway very clean, and in that way, we had great curb appeal. Look at this. You could live on this driveway. It's
right.
great. That
is true. So the curb appeal would, you're looking at the whole house, like I said in another topic we had. It's very easy. Drive down your street and see what attracts you, house versus not attract you. And the ones that attract you, there's certain reason why you want to look at them. That's the curb appeal. Why are you looking at that house? Why do you go, oh, I love that house. I like that style. So take notes of what you like about it and apply them to your house. And that's how you get curb appeal. It's just taking something that's someone already done and copying it.
Well, in addition,
the easy fix is a door.
Yes.
Painting a door.
Right.
Painting the door, and now the end thing it's called witching black. That was the one.
Witching black.
Witching black?
What is it?
You paint
I
your
wrote it
door,
down
front
for you
door
guys.
black?
Oh, no, it's called Witching Hour by Benjamin Moore.
Oh, Witching
Yeah, because
Hour.
if you paint the front door like a black or a blue or a red, that's definitely in.
Wow.
for curb appeals.
You know, in addition to that, in addition to the curb appeal, one thing you can do, which is number 9 on our list, is add outdoor lighting.
Yes.
And now it's much easier because these outdoor lights are solar.
Solar, right.
Have any of you seen these before?
Yeah, there's a walkways. You
Yeah.
set them up there. They're very simple to do, and they're not expensive. And the other one is, and the last one is repair the roof. So if you do have a roof that, like you have the clay tiles in California, there's a lot of clay tiles. If you have a lot broke them, get those replaced because people do look up, and it's nice to have one of those roofs. But when you have the clay, when you have it broken,
You know how
it
they
doesn't
check the
look
roof
good.
now? I seen the inspectors.
The drone.
They use a drone.
Yeah, so now the roofing inspectors don't have to go and
Wow.
climb all over.
Yeah.
They just take a drone and they can get a couple inches away from anything.
And if you ever go up on your roof, you should wear a helmet. I know I've said that before.
yeah, don't go on your roof. How about that?
Don't go on your roof.
Listen, don't climb ladders. Don't go on the roof. Stay off your roof because that's
Have a
where
professional.
majority of falls happen to homeowners when they're on a ladder. So you have to obviously you need a ladder to get on your roof, and it's not taking a 10-foot fall can really do damage, and then it can stall out.
Taking a
this-
3-foot fall can do damage.
Right.
I know, especially if you're in your new upgraded bathroom and you fall.
yeah, it's hard to sell a house
don't
when
wanna-
you're in a coma.
You don't want to land in your pink bathtub.
Well, you know what, though? You know what's free, too?
But-
Selling your house with a story. This is where my burn fell
Right.
off the
That's
roof.
so
Right, there you
true.
go. That's right where I
He's still
broke
in
my
the
arm.
hospital. And then people feel they start crying. Oh, it's horrible. He's still been in. You have to sell it to pay the hospital bills. Yes, it's just if we could just get this sold right away, he probably had a chance.
So we listed, just in this time, we listed 10 things you can do to improve the curb appeal of your house if you're going to sell it or if you just want to have an upgrade. But if you want to know a little bit more about this, you can always
A
contact...
lot more about this.
Well, yeah, a lot more. You can contact the Powell Brothers at either powellbrothersrealty.com or you can call us at 858-922-7725. That's 858-922-7725. We'll come over, we'll do a walkthrough, and we'll help you prep your house for sale.
And it doesn't cost anything.
But this is really important, okay? What's really important is how do we get a hold of Charlene?
Charlene, how do we get in touch with you?
Oh.
You're very,
You're very funny, and you know what you're doing out there.
yeah.
You want to call me? Call me. I'm lonely. Sad.
Bring your knob. So how do we get in
How
touch
do
with
people get in
you?
touch with me? Well, you can call me. No, you can get in touch with me. Should I give my email? No, that sounds weird. You can just do Charlene Comedy at Instagram, and then I have a website, charlenemay.com.
CharlieMay.com.
And then you can see.
How do you spell your first name?
And then I'm on a TV show. I'm on a TV show, Sydney to the Max. It's Disney. It's for young kids, so you probably wouldn't have heard of it. But I'm doing a couple little things here and there.
Spell your first name so the audience can write it down.
Oh, Charlene, CHARLEN as in Nancy E.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And then
Okay,
Maria,
so-
how do we get a hold of Maria Herman and Comedy Heights?
MARR. Oh, sorry.
The spelling
Listen,
test.
I want you to know that I've been inspired, especially to add outdoor solar lighting, which is kind of like walking outside any day. Sorry, that seems funny to me. Right outside is solar powered already during the day. Okay. Never mind. ComedyHeights.com, Comedy Heights at Gmail, Instagram, Facebook, all of it, Comedy Heights.
Awesome.
Find me, and we can put on all kinds of shows, corporate shows. We travel around, we bring equipment, lighting. You don't have to just come to us, although you could. We can come to you.
I like
That's
that.
awesome. And thank everybody for tuning into My Funny House with the Powell Brothers. We'll see you next week at 11 a.m.
Have a great
on
Saturday.
Either 96.1 FM or AM 1170, The Answer San Diego.
Thanks so much for joining us today for My Funny House with the Powell Brothers, right here on The Answer San Diego. Join us next week as the Powell Brothers bring you more funny stories of what can go really right and what can go really wrong with home improvements and home ownership. and bring the laughs to you with yet another hilarious guest comedian. To find out more about the Powell Brothers, be sure to check out their website at powellbrothersrealty.com, or you can visit myfunnyhouse.com. Again, thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next week for My Funny House on The Answer San Diego.